Hey guys, this is Wanda the Traveling Dutchie coming right at you from Costa Rica. Today we're going to chat about living in Costa Rica as a foreigner and how easy is it to make friends with the ticos. If you're new to this channel, I'm a Dutch expat. I've been living in Costa Rica for over 16 years, and with my channel, I hope to educate people and help people with subjects like Costa Rica travel, Costa Rica living, and traveling and working online. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, this video, guys, was actually inspired by some brand new expat that I happened to meet last week. And they asked me some questions that most new expats ask me. Things like, Wanda, was it hard for you to make friends in the beginning? I've been here for a couple of months and I still haven't made friends, and I've tried to, to integrate with them, but it's really hard. Is it me? Don't they like me? Am I doing something wrong? Or artists will say, I guess I need to be more fluent in Spanish until they accept me. And these are people that have lived in other countries. In fact, I have a friend that had the same problem, that didn't make a friend for the first 2 years that she was here. And she had lived in 5 different countries because she actually works for a big international company that has offices here in San Jose as well. And in the other countries, she had no problems making friends. But in Costa Rica, it took her 2 years. And that was only because we met and I introduced her to my friends. So I've met people that work for the American Embassy. And as you know, these people are only located here for either 2 or 3 years. And they also travel the world and they also live in different countries, and they say the same. Why is it so hard to make friends with the ticos? They're super nice people. What's going on? Well, I'll explain it all to you. First, I want you to know it is not you. You have to understand the Costa Rican culture. It's just different, because friendships here work differently than what you're used to. For example, the most important thing to understand is, for the ticos, family is everything, is super important. And like in the weekends, that's where they want to spend their time with their family. So you might be thinking like, oh, let's go to this restaurant and let's go to this market together. Let's meet up. And they'll often, well, actually they'll say yes, but then they'll cancel, because that's another cultural thing, is ticos don't like to say no. They want to please you. They're generally really nice people, and they want to please you, and they want to say, yes, I'll come with you to this market. And then, the day before, and sometimes the day off, they'll say no, because at the end of the day, they're going to spend their time with their family. Friendships here in Costa Rica. So I've seen friendships, obviously, between ticas, between ticos, and ticas and ticos in a mix. It's different from what I was used to. Like once I have a friendship with somebody, we go to each other's houses all the time and hang out. And I feel like here ticos do not invite you to their house. So I've checked this with the tico friends that I do have, and they acknowledge that. And then also my significant other is tico, and of course he has his friends. I mean, I have my tico family, so any information I give here, I always fact check it with the ticos that I know. And yeah, so what happens is, indeed, family is the most important thing that always goes first. And then the friends they have are mainly the friends they made in high school. And then they really stick to that inner circle group of friends, and they're not really open to new people. And so I once asked, when I had all my significant other friends outside, well, I asked some of them, what's going on, you guys? Like, how come you haven't made new friends since high school? Surely you've met other people. And they're like, oh my God, we're not even aware that we're doing this, And I personally think that the tico friends that I have, if I see how often they hang out with their high school friends, oh my God, so little. I think friendship here is just a different concept. Like, I think a friendship here is more like, oh yeah, every now and then we go to a bar and a restaurant, or they'll come to your birthday, but it's not like a frequent, you come to my house, I come to your house type of close relationship. They have that with their family. So don't feel bad. It is nothing against you. And of course you can make friends with Ticos. I have Tico friends. It's just, you gotta understand their priorities and the type of friendships they have. So just understand you're in a different country, different culture, and things are done differently. But the most important thing is to not feel bad. It just takes a little bit more effort and I guess a real good connection to make friends with the Ticos. And of course it helps when you have something in common, like a sports that you both play, or, well, but with that being said, I do have to tell you, so I do horseback riding, I do show jumping, and of course there's a lot of Ticos and Ticas there, and I'm an outgoing, bubbly person, so I talk to everybody, and not one single person in all these years has invited me to their house. Of course, I initiate a lot of things, which I know with the Ticos you have to start with something that is easy to say no to them. So it sounds silly, but yeah, they just need, I don't know, they work at a different pace as well, and they have priorities, and so you can, like, for example, invite them to a group thing and not a one-on-one thing that they can say no to eventually. And then once they get to spend time with you, they realize, oh my God, this is so much fun and we can really connect and talk. Then it slowly will come. Oh, this sounds a little bit complicated, but like once you practice what, advice I'm giving you, you'll see it's just not as easy as you might expect it to be. So at the moment in time, and always, I've had a big chunk of my friends also be other expats, but I always try to, all the people that I know, whether I met them from my previous job or new expat I meet, I still go to events where you meet new expats, because I love to be around people. And then, and I have some introverted friends, and I introduce them to them, and then we're all, one big happy family, so to say. Now keep in mind, I have only lived in the Central Valley, in the San Jose area, and different areas in San Jose. So this might not apply when you're at the beach. I doubt it though, because I know a lot of people that do live at the beach, and I actually see that they're all living in this bubble of, expats when it comes to true close friendships. And of course, everybody has Tico friends, but they're more superficial. They're more like, oh, it's nice to see you, and they have a little coffee, but not the heart-to-heart friendship where you share all your troubles and the good and the bad and the ugly. You know what I mean? So I've lived in the San Jose area for over 16 years. Every expat here has had trouble making friends, or didn't understand the dynamic, so to speak. But then once you do, you can actually appreciate the there's something beautiful in putting your family first, isn't it? And so maybe you can compliment them on that aspect, and just keep trying. Just don't give up. I promise you, it's not because they don't like you. Of course, for many, it's also personality things. Some people are extroverts, some people are introverts. So if you have an introvert that is very, very family oriented and only hangs out with the family, then it's going to be a little bit more difficult to develop a deep friendship. So anyways, obviously I've been living here for over 16.5 years, and I love it here. If you find yourself struggling, reach out to me. I'd love to help and give you advice. But start with going to gatherings with the expats first, and get their advice. And most likely those expats will have Tico friends, and they can invite you to their gatherings, and you meet more Ticos, and it will all be good. I hope this all makes sense. Anyhow, I want to thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you find any value in this. There's other videos about how to move to Costa Rica, downsides of living in Costa Rica, the positives about Costa Rica, you name it. Make sure to click that little bell icon so you receive a notification every time I upload a new video. I want to thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Ciao from Costa Rica, pura vida!